All right, y'all. So I want to have a conversation with you about gratitude and authentic, genuine gratitude. I feel like the subject of gratitude has been put towards me especially from a religious standpoint, was very punishment oriented. Like if you weren't grateful, then XYZ would happen, or um, gratitude in the form of lack. Like you should be grateful for what you have because you could not have XYZ, or other people don't have XYZ 1, 2, 3. You get what I mean? Or gratitude, I feel like, has been used in a performative way. Things that people do in church and whatever. And I don't believe it's not from a genuine place, but it's definitely, I don't feel like it was from a really authentic place of being genuine, being genuinely grateful. I feel like for me, motivating me to be grateful cannot come from guilt. That's the word I would like to say. It's like there's a heavy load of guilt put on you if you're not grateful for something, or if you're comparing, like you having to compare your life to someone else's life for you to have gratitude or for you to be grateful. To me, that's not real gratitude. That's just gratitude by punishment, like a self deprecation. Lola, don't go in my room because you look like she was about to bolt. If I wasn't sitting here, she would have bolted in my room because they know they're not allowed. But anyway, um, got gratitude through a form of self deprecation, like because you get what I mean. Like to me, that's not genuine. That's not genuine gratitude. And what I'm finding for myself, especially over these past few weeks, I've had bouts of natural gratitude. I think, and I want to say this, I think what really pisses me off about the whole thing is that having this fake form of gratitude is another way to skirt past your pain. Um, like I've said in videos before, the biggest issue that I have with religion is they do not acknowledge pain, do everything to reveal that positive side. I don't want to think about what's actually happening, so I'm going to pray. I'm going to do all these different methods and things, and these, even in the spiritual community, I'm going to do all these, meditations and all these different things to bypass the actual pain you're in. And I feel like the biggest reason why we are the way we are on this earth right now is because we oftentimes bypass pain. And that's something that I'm learning to ride the wave of now. And it's hard. I'm not even going to front. It is fucking hard to ride that wave. Um, like in my last video, I said a few days ago, I had a huge breakdown in my bathroom. A bathroom is the best place to cry. Just a huge walls and walls of pain. I could just feel it emanating from the belly source. She must just came out of the bathroom because she is going crazy right now. Lola, what are you doing? Child. Anyway. Um, but I feel like that's why we're going through the things that we're going through, because people have not been able to acknowledge and express the pain that they're in. And I have taken a huge deviation from, this is why I say, like, I'm not religious. I'm not spiritual in the spiritual sense of, new religion, spiritual. I'm none of that shit, because none of those things have helped me really be all the self that I need to be, the good and the bad. If anything, it's prevented me from really opening up to my best self. So I've abandoned all of those things. I'm still every day trying to, what you call it, offload a lot of those lessons and things that I, have been taught, and things I've taught myself through the books and videos and internet. And just, I'm done with it all because none of it has helped me on the inside, you know? And so I found, especially over the weeks before, just dealing with the great sadness, like, fuck this. I'm not grateful for shit. I'm sad. I'm not grateful for where I am. I'm not grateful for lack of money. I'm not grateful for this whole situation because I'm not happy in it. I'm not happy in it. I'm not grateful. I'm not. There you go. And just sitting with that, being in a space where I can be okay with myself not being grateful in this moment and not beating up on myself the way I have in the past because I felt guilty for not feeling grateful. It could be worse. Everything could fucking be worse. What am I comparing it to? My past? Yeah, it could be fucking worse. Am I comparing it to somebody else? I could do that, but what good does that do me? What good does it do me to compare my life to someone else's life? What good does it do me to compare my life to my past? It's done. It's over. It's in my past for a reason. I don't know what the future is. But in this moment, I'm fucking mad. And I get to be mad and not feel guilty about being mad. And this whole thing, and it comes in combination with being humble, whatever the fuck that is. I rejected that a long time ago. I encourage you to go look up what the word humble means and really look at what it means. Take out your preconceived notions of what you think it means to be humble and look at what the actual textbook definition of what it means to be humble. And do you want to embody that for your life? Do you really? Because if you do, that's totally great, but we can't be friends. I don't want to be humble. I don't want to be lower than. I don't want to lower my the magnitude of my internal greatness and my external greatness for anybody. That has never benefited my life, to be humble. If anything, I feel like it has allowed me to become blind to the greatness that I am and the full extent of what it means to be human. We have this ridiculous, unrealistic, toxic relationship with perceived perfection. What we think perfection is. God is perfect. God is all. If God is perfect and God is everything, what the fuck is this? Our definition of perfect. If God is perfect, what the fuck are we doing? What's wrong with earth if God is perfect and God is everything? God is not perfect, whatever the fuck that is. It's not. I am not perfect. I am not perfect because God is not perfect. God is just what it is. It's me. Crazy, mixed up, lovable, happy, and sad at the same time. And all these other emotions in between. Get rid of that idea of perfection, that idea that the divine is perfect and knows all, and fuck that. God, the universe, consciousness, whatever, is going through this whole motion with new eyes just like you are. Just like you don't know what the fuck is going to happen, it don't either. It don't know how you going to choose. It knows the potentials. But the beauty of being human is that you get to choose. You get to choose. Even if every scenario that could possibly be exists in the universe, you get to choose. You are the wild card in this whole thing. That was the whole purpose of free will, is for you to decide. And so what I'm deciding to do is fuck being humble, fuck this ridiculous notion of gratitude, and I'm going to get to why, or the benefits of leaving it alone. Fuck being perfect. Fuck all this spirituality talk, this religious talk. Fuck all of that because it's never helped me. Fuck bypassing the sadness. Fuck living in this delusion of what I'm aspiring to be. I'm not aspiring to be anything but more authentically myself. That's it. Anything else is wasting my time. I'm just so straight up no nonsense about this shit. I've stopped watching a lot of content. I've stopped following a lot of people, and it has nothing to do with them. It had everything to do with me. I don't want to align myself with that way of thinking anymore. Not because it's bad, but because it doesn't help me be the truth that I am. And to be honest, in my opinion, I don't think it helps a lot of people. I think it helps them get by. But to really step into the fullness of everything that you are, you have to go through the fire, honey. You can own all you want to. You can light all the incense that you want to and play all the music and do all the dancing and whatever, play all the church and gospel music, all you want to. The pain is still there and it's going to be there until the day you fucking die, unless you're able to see it and acknowledge it. And that's the place that I'm in. Acknowledging it and letting it be ugly and nasty. Letting it be ungrateful. Letting it be in a place that it can truly, freely express. And that's why everybody's fucking mad, because you can't fully be yourself. People were talking about online, like, how the internet works versus how people are in real life is totally different. It's true. Because people in real life are living these constricted, confined lives where they just have to be all the time. And when they're on the internet, they get to be all of themselves. And I think it's a good thing, because where else are you going to express the crazy? If you can't do it in real life, you can't do it with your family, you can't do it with your spouse, you can't do it with your kids. You can't be honest about how you're feeling with your pastor or your therapist. You can't be fully honest with neither, especially not a therapist. You can be kind of honest. You can't be honest with. Even they'll tell you, don't tell us everything. So be honest where you can. For me, it's with me. And so we're going to move on to the happier part. So I found myself in a parking lot. I had just gotten groceries. And, I had been feeling this feeling for a few days before, but this is the one I remember the most vividly. I'm putting my stuff in the car. I look up to the sun and I feel the heat of the sun on my skin. I fucking love that. I know I'm a Southern girl, true and true, because I love the burn of the sun on my skin. I love it when it's hot. When it's so hot, it feel like you about to pass out. Just like moments before you feel like you can just catch yourself like, woo. It's a high for me. I love being in the heat. Even though Arizona was hot as fuck. And I do not recommend going to the botanical gardens in 115 degree weather. Because we was in that bitch. And I'm like, yeah, this sun is different out here. But anyway, I'm in Houston doing this. Look up to the sun, and I just feel so much gratitude for the sun on my skin. Natural, flowing gratitude that just came up throughout of me to my lips. I'm so grateful for this moment. Not just for the groceries that I have, but I'm really grateful for the sun on my skin. More than the groceries, even though I'm grateful for that too. And I just felt in the moment like the sun was really, how they say the sun is smiling on me. I actually felt like the sun was smiling on me in that moment. Just like sending me, I won't say love, but whatever the purest embodiment of love acceptance is. Because I feel like that's really what love is. Love is just the purest, truest, most absolute form of acceptance. It's not this feeling. Love is not an emotion. It's not this feeling of happiness. That's something that's happening in your brain as an effect of what love is. But love itself is not a dopamine response. It's not happiness. It's not chemicals flowing through your brain. It is the true, full embodiment of what it is to accept whatever you're accepting, yourself, others, whatever, fully as they are in the moment. No exceptions. They're crazy, they're happy, they're sad, they're all the different things in between. You fully accept everything that they are in the moment. That doesn't mean you gotta stay around them. That's a whole nother situation. But you fully accept who and what they are. And that's what I felt like the sun was doing for me in that moment. Full, total acceptance. Sat in my backyard the other day, same thing, sitting in the sun. I just felt so grateful for the moment. Just like, I'm so grateful for this right now. I'm so grateful to have this sun on my skin, sitting in my living room. Nothing is happening. I feel so grateful for this moment because I feel so blessed in it. the blessed part of it, I feel accepted in this moment. I feel accepted and loved. The essence of what love is. Fully and truly in this moment. And I think that's what gratitude really is. It's just being fully, it's like a caveat of love. Being fully accepted in the moment within myself. And accepting whatever this moment is as it is. And I'm learning that daily. Like today, pissed me off. Went to an appointment. Oh, we don't have you on schedule. Oh, doctor had to cancel. They had an emergency surgery. No one called me. Anyway, that really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. But I'm driving home in traffic because it's Houston. Really mad at myself, like, damn, I should have canceled the fucking appointment when I thought to, but I didn't. But I'm driving home, and then just all of a sudden this wave of peace and acceptance just came over me. Like, well, I guess this is what it is. Go to the store. They don't have what I'm looking for. They have something similar, but not what I was looking for. I'm like, well, I guess this is what it is. And that thing in me that used to fight all the time when things didn't go the way I wanted them to, and that part of me that felt like I failed again. I failed myself again. I did something wrong. That's the biggest thing that I deal with, especially being neurodivergent, is that question of what am I doing wrong all the time? It feels like nothing, no matter what I do, I'm just doing things wrong all the time, and I'm getting the feedback of what I'm doing wrong, even though I'm trying to do what's right for me. You get what I mean? I'm trying to help myself in moments. That's the biggest part that I'm still dealing with now. In moments, and this made me emotional, in moments where I'm trying to help myself and it backfires, like way worse than the thing that I was trying to fix. I feel that way, honestly, about psych meds, like antidepressants and, things like that. Having medication that's supposed to help me and end up giving me a side effect that was worse than the fucking depression. And just the internal punishment, like I did it again. I disappointed myself again. Like, what am I doing wrong? And then getting to this place where, you know what? It is what it is. And I guess this is what it is in this moment. So I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to get what I can get to eat something tonight. And I'm just going to accept this moment for what it is. Truly. And that's, in my opinion, the truest sense of love is just, well, this moment is what it is. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still driving home. And I made it home in a good amount of time. I'm not sitting in traffic. That was the best part. Because 59. Woo! It was 3 o'clock. That wasn't, it was about 3 o'clock. No, was it 3? Yeah, I got that. No. It's like 2:30. 2:30. And it's already bumper to bumper stop traffic in Houston. Yeah. So in that moment today, I'm like, well, I got what I needed and I'm here. And the relief of that, for the first time, I was beating up on myself earlier, but in that moment, that question not nagging me, what am I doing wrong? Or why do I always do things wrong? Why am I always making bad decisions? And they're not bad decisions. They just didn't work out the way I thought they would. So I always do things with the best intentions for myself, but it doesn't always turn out that way. But can just be in full acceptance of, I guess this is what it is, and I'm okay with that. And I feel like the reason why I've been able to do that in those moments, have those moments of genuine gratitude and then acceptance and love, is because I'm dealing with the anger, dealing with the deep sadness, letting it come forth and have a life because it wants to be seen so bad. I'm going to let you see. You want to be seen? I'm going to see you. You know? I'm goofy. But genuine gratitude is when it comes up naturally. In a moment, you could just be drinking water. Like, I'm so grateful for this water. Let those genuine gratitude moments come forth. And if you don't feel grateful, then don't. Don't. If you're not grateful for what you have, don't be, because it's honest. It's true. The universe doesn't give a fuck about what you're not grateful for, regardless of what these people say. And, God gonna get you. Fuck that. If you feeling what I'm saying, we on the same wavelength. If you not, that's cool. Goodbye. No shade. Let yourself not be grateful. Let yourself be mad, because you still gonna be mad while you playing like you grateful. And that ain't going to do nothing to the universe. The universe don't give a fuck about what you playing about. All it's going to do is create internal animosity, because you're not letting that part of yourself that is really hurt and really upset that things did not turn out the way you wanted, that is really, really in a space of just your own internal agony of just deep sadness. Let that shit come forth too. You can't just accept the good parts that come up and reject the bad parts, because you're just rejecting yourself. You're rejecting the part of yourself that is in deep, deep pain. It has to be acknowledged just like the parts of you that are happy, equally, because that's the true essence of what real love is. Being able to accept. You think, oh, God loves me. God has to be able to accept everything that you are, the good and the bad parts. So you mean something created you to be exactly what you are and then punish you for being exactly what you are? That's no God of mine. And never will be, baby. But you know what is? Me. I'm the God that I've been looking for my whole life. Not because I'm doing all this perfection shit and this biblical, whatever the fuck they think God does. Not because of that. But because I'm slowly being able, bit by bit, able to accept all of what comes with me. The happiness, the sadness, good, bad, and everything in between, and letting it have life, letting it breathe life through me, giving it a chance to see the world equally the way I do, through these eyes, letting it have a voice to speak and emotions to be felt, things to physically touch, letting it have life. Let it have life. The devil comes forth, let it be. Because it's going to fucking be whether you want it to. The devil's come forth in me. The God has come forth in me. I want it all to be, because it's all me. And always will be. And I can accept that. You know why? Because I love me. I feel like for the first time, I'm understanding what it truly means to say, I love me. And it has nothing to do with how great I perform or how good I was that day or how, It has everything to do with just accepting every single bit and not judging any part of it. I guess this is what it is. Can you truly love you today? Be in full acceptance of what is. And sometimes it don't even have to be some shit I'm still not accepting. I'm still not happy about. And letting that be true is a form of love as well. Because you can authentically express what is true for you in the moment. I don't like this shit. I wish parts of me was different. That's a form of love too, because it's honest. And then maybe one day I can accept it fully as it is. But today, this is how I feel. And that's a form of love to me. Because that part of myself got to be honest. But anyway, hopefully that was helpful. That was really helpful to me. And I think to the right people who find this, this will be amazing. If you've made it to this point in the video, drop a comment. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling right now, let me know. And we'll chat about it. All right. Love y'all. Oh, here you go.